I sure hope there weren't any mistakes in that episode, but we'll find out when my mom, Mrs. Monica, comes in and tells us what was wrong. Hello, happy fact check.
Happy fact check. You've been gone.
We recorded on Thursday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which normally is 1 second ago.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
But I went to Disneyland
Yeah.
all day Friday.
Uh-huh.
Went there Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Then flew crack ass to Austin on Saturday. Went to a sprint race, waved a checkered flag.
Yeah.
Then went to the race on Sunday.
Yes.
Walked another 10 miles. Then Monday went to the track and rode all day.
Mm-hmm.
Then flew back last night. So I feel like we haven't worked in 3 weeks.
Right. I also feel like it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do you feel rusty?
for the yeah, I don't remember how to do it. It's for the opposite reason though.
Okay.
Last week I tried to get everything done, all the edits, so that I didn't have to work on Friday.
With what were you?
I just didn't want to.
Not
I just wanted the day. I needed a day.
Yeah, to relax.
And I did end up having to do a tiny edit in the morning, but it was fine. And I had a meeting, but I was done by 11:30.
Oh, wow.
And
Virtually a 3-day weekend.
Yes. And then you know what else I did?
What?
On Monday,
Yeah.
I decided the same thing.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I'm going to just have to do extra on Tuesday, but it's okay.
Okay.
And I really needed it. I didn't really realize it.
Yeah.
But I really needed like a little tiny chunk of
Rusty,
just getting to decide what I want to do and not think like, and at what point am I going to go open my computer and do X, Y, and Z?
I think your skin is proof of it.
I'm wearing new makeup.
Oh, wow. Did you discover that in your leisure time?
Yeah.
A new brand?
And, well, actually, maybe it's not the makeup, although today is the first day I'm wearing this new makeup.
Okay.
I have also been using vitamin C serum, which does brighten your complexion.
It does.
Yes. And I used to use it, but I stopped all my stuff when I went to my new...
When you had your hard reset.
When I had my hard reset, the goddess at Corrective Skincare, I just stopped everything and just did my basic regimen with her. But then I was like, ooh, I'm going to dip my baby toe in the water.
You kind of wanted more action.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And so far...
One day.
No, I've done vitamin C for like a week.
Oh, okay. Did you tell her you were going to?
No, but she's cool. She's cool with it.
Do I need it?
Vitamin C serum is great.
It's a great serum.
Yeah.
Experts agree.
They do. I mean, it's good to wear sunscreen if you're going to use vitamin C serum.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Yeah, well, you're browns. I think that's for people that are white, probably.
No, but actually, I am a little nervous. So there is this little thing on my face here.
Uh-huh.
And we don't think it's
your team
pimple.
Oh.
So now I'm a little anxious that it is that it is something that might need removal.
Okay.
Now, if I need it removed, I did think this all through. It was like, what if I have a Band-Aid on my face for 2 weeks?
That's cool. As long as you say I got it, I got careless with a knife and stabbed myself. If there's some kind of cool reason.
Twist on it.
Raccoon scratched you.
Okay.
Yeah. Dog bite. But yeah, I had something removed and I have a Band-Aid.
I know.
Or this is a wart remoul.
I don't think it's a wart. I think it would be
hypoplasia.
Cancer.
Hyperplasia.
Look, is it okay really if I have to get this removed and I have to have a Band-Aid on my face for 2 weeks? I think we're going to have to figure something out. I can't
perform with a Band-Aid on your face.
I can't even perform in life. I'll have to be in my room for 2 weeks.
And you don't want to ruin one of your trips, because I was going to say you could have it done right before spring break.
But I really want to go.
You just got to do what Sia does.
Oh, wear something over my face.
Or your haircut.
Okay. Like a wig, but it's in front of my face.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you would need to supplement your hair.
Well, that'd be kind of
plenty to pull it in front of your Band-Aid.
like this.
What was it
do
the
like a
time you
hat.
you did pull your hair as much as you could? Because you
In
had a
front?
chemical peel,
Oh yeah.
remember? And then we had a hot guest. Oh, it was
Yes.
Chris Pine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's right. I had it wasn't chemical.
And there
it
was just
herbal.
like a oval slit in the middle of your face.
Yeah, I wore my hair. I was like really wearing it like
real
this.
protective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that. I guess I'll okay,
Cousin
fine.
It.
I guess I'll do that if I have a Band-Aid.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, speaking of big revelation since the last time we spoke. Oh shoot. I think I may have cut it. We talked about hats. I do think I cut it.
Oh, okay.
We talked about
Didn't
hats.
make the cut.
Because I don't wear hats ever.
Right.
But since we talked about it, I've worn a baseball hat twice.
You haven't. How do you like? How's it going?
Okay. I like it because I feel like a different Monica when I wear it.
Oh, it's a whole identity.
It's a completely different identity.
And what is that version of Monica like? Likes baseball games?
No.
No.
She's very, what's this face?
Over it? Oh, she's over it.
No, it's not so much over it as like, I'm just so chill.
By the way, the look you just gave, a woman gave me in a restaurant on Monday night.
Why?
I was walking from the bathroom and I like caught eyes with this woman and this man.
Mm-hmm.
And like, she was just like looking at me straight. And I was just kind of looking at her back straight. And then all of a sudden she went, like gave me a real weird eye roll. And I was like, that was weird.
What were you wearing?
Black t-shirt and jeans. Yeah.
And was it a fancy place?
Oh, no. It's, it was great. It's Mediterranean. It's right under the Soho House. It was very.
Oh, I love that place.
Do you know that place? It's got like 3 letters.
Yes.
R-A-B or R-I-P.
It's not it. I think there's an A in it.
A-R-B or.
It had really good. Okay. That's the place that Erica, Jess, Laura, and I fled to when we got kicked out of Barton Springs.
Oh,
ABBA,
really?
ABBA Austin.
ABBA?
Yeah.
ABA?
Yep.
Okay.
ABA.
ABA.
Always be achieving.
aiding. Always be aiding.
Yeah, we went there.
Yeah, big, huge tree outside. Yeah,
So
gorgeous.
cute and tasty as hell.
Yes, and then a very funny thing happened, which was I hung out with my friends Amy and Rory the whole time. Rory and I went to both races together. And what's so nice is he lends me one of his cars while I'm in town.
He did the
and
last
it's a
time we were
very nice
there.
car. Yes, when we were there for Unboxed, he also lent it to me. And I find that to be one of the most touching things imaginable, just because I'm super into cars.
Yeah.
And I do not like loaning my cars out.
Yes.
And it's a very, very nice car.
Very nice.
It's a Bentley Speed.
And I
It's
was
crazy. Like it's a car I wouldn't personally.
loan out.
Yeah, or by myself, you know. It's so nice.
It's gorgeous and it's green.
Yeah, it's a sexy green.
And we went to Dairy Queen in it. And
I did
was
again.
nervous.
I did again.
You did?
Uh-huh. Anyways, I love it. I feel so fancy driving around Austin in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it really touches me. So we went out to eat on Saturday with his dad and his stepmom and Angie. And I was there for, Lambert's, our spot. So I had put my credit card down. I gave it to him as soon as I got there, and I was there before them. So the bill comes, I pay. He's furious. He really wants to pay.
You can't pay. You got 2 steaks.
Exactly. I knew I was going to eat like an asshole, and I did. And so what was really funny was he said, okay, tomorrow night I'm paying.
Okay.
And I said, okay, well, we'll see. And then he texted me in the day, if you don't let me pay, I'm not loaning you my car anymore.
Oh, shit.
And I said, really good leverage. I'm definitely going to let you pay because I want to borrow your car. And then he decided last minute, I'm going to stay home with the kids. Just Ange is coming. But you must let Ange buy. And I was like, okay. So we have this dinner. It's spectacular.
Ooh.
There's a woman with a huge group of people. They're all from Minnesota.
Uh-huh.
The manager comes over and says, this woman has bought your dinner.
Oh,
and
my
sent over a dessert.
That's so sweet.
So I was like, oh my God, Ange, I can't wait for you to go home and say you didn't get to buy, even though I agreed.
Oh my
I didn't buy, but
God.
nor did they.
That is the universe giving a big old wink.
Yes. Very nice woman.
That's so sweet.
Yeah,
Shout out.
I gave her a big hug, big strong hug.
Oh, okay. That reminds me of something. It has been a long time.
Yes, right? Weeks.
Okay. But pause on that, pin in that.
Okay.
Let's talk about paying and stuff.
Okay, great.
When I first started working for you guys, I only had so much dollars in my pocket.
Sure.
And I was coming off a Soul Cycle and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but we all would hang out as a group and then we go to dinner.
Yeah.
And I always did, I felt like this is ridiculous that they're paying every time. And I think it's bad. And then, people would offer and I would offer.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes when you're in the position of paying, you feel like it's a just like gesture of an offer, right? But it's not. Like
tell me more.
I think now I'm on sort of the other side of this, and I do also struggle.
Yeah.
Because I want to treat my friends to things.
Yeah.
I also understand what it's like when they're saying, please let me pay.
I know.
And because I'm like, I think you're just saying that because you want to be a polite, good person. But actually what I do know from me is if you let someone pay every single time, you end up feeling like a mooch.
Right.
And it feels bad.
Two things are happening for me, and it's a challenge. One is it was pointed out to me by Tom Hansen, a very smart man who I think learned from a therapist.
Great. We love therapy.
Yeah. He's like, relationships have to be reciprocal.
Yes.
And that's true. I get that. And it's just a bummer that it has to be seen as reciprocal just financially.
It doesn't though.
Because here's my dilemma. So I get it.
Yeah.
People want to, they want to treat you and they want to reciprocate, but I have an ethical dilemma with it, which is like, I get paid too much money.
Yeah.
It seems crazy that of the two of us, you're working your ass off. That's not to say that that's Rory and Angie's situation.
No.
Just in general, if
everyone's working hard.
Everyone's working hard. And if it's a lot less of a ding to me, I just feel ethically like this feels crazy. The example I gave my mom, because my mom tries to pay. I like
this. Yeah.
I said, Mom, just imagine we're walking through the desert and you were allotted a half gallon of water and I was allotted a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And we're traveling through the desert and you want to share your water with me. It's nice, but I just ethically,
I know.
I get this it would be so wrong of me to take your water.
I think that too. But what there is a risk of is a power imbalance can start forming.
I know, but what blows is it's mostly in the mind of the person who's getting something for free, which I get. Yes, there are certain personality types that it does lead to resentment. Hence, Tom telling me that you got to make sure you're.
I think for different people, resentments on both sides.
Yeah.
There can definitely be I've done so much for you, and now. And you aren't doing this, whatever. I think humans, even though we think we're bigger than that, sometimes it slips in.
We're keeping score. It's tricky though.
Yeah, I think it's tricky.
Well, like I'll notice like, okay, I'm about to make Rory mad.
Like you want to feel equal to anyone in a relationship, friendship, anything, And so if one person, again, it's tricky because I feel the same as you. I'm like, I am happy to pay because I also don't contribute in many other ways that these other people are contributing. So to me, it's all equal. But there is something about finances for people that make everyone go bonkers.
Yes.
I have a friend who does well, but also has times of not being, struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
And she is actually like, if we're out to dinner, she'll definitely offer. And I'm like, no. And she will just say, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because she also understands like, we just spent this dinner talking about
how rough struggle.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be kind of crazy for me to be like, okay, we'll split it in half now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just tricks. But money makes relationships complicated.
Yeah.
It really does. I hate that, but I think it's real.
I know what you'd like to go is like, oh, we're kind of like a group. One of us got this thing. I'm going to share it.
Mm-hmm.
But it is complicated.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, when I was on the other end of it, I wasn't resentful, but I was judgmental.
What do you mean?
Like when I was broke, and maybe where I'd experience it with is my brother would pay for everything, which was so nice.
Yeah.
And he took me on vacations. And
that's nice.
Yeah, it was super nice. And it was a nice luxury in those 8 years of being broke. But because I coveted money so much and I didn't have it, I would be like, God, they're so wasteful. Like the way they order food, so much stuff goes uneaten.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I was like often judgmental, which I regret. Because now surely if you were witnessing me, you would easily say that. Anyone would. Like my thing is I'll order too much food for if people are over or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I act just like my brother does.
Right.
So I have to think, yeah, some people are like probably maybe fine with it and appreciative and also judgmental, and that's fair because I was. Yeah.
It's all based on our
like baggage. I remember walking to my brother's garage and he had so many snowmobiles. And I was like, what the fuck does he need all these snow? He can only ride one. And he's like, they're not fun unless I can have friends come ride. Which and my friends don't own them.
Yeah.
And I look at my garage and I'm like, yeah, there's 3 motorcycles I don't need. But when Aaron's here, we ride together or, they're only fun if I can.
Maybe you should apologize to him.
Maybe I should. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he knew I was, I guess.
He's like, now it starts a new fight.
My sister-in-law occasionally listens, so maybe this would get to him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so based on our pasts too. Because I don't think I had judgment over like excess, but I didn't grow up feeling like scarcity. I didn't have enough.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's probably why.
Yeah.
But I definitely felt like I need to be an equal here. That's my own bag. That's my own past stuff. Okay, now back to my pen.
Yes.
Something bad happened.
Oh.
Okay, on the streets of places, there are people with clipboards.
Yes, who are trying to sign you up for things.
Yes, they're trying to sign you up for things. They are always like, it's always a nice cause. I believe in these people's hearts.
Yes.
They have good hearts, probably. I don't know them. But I'm never going to stop and sign a thing on a clipboard.
Yeah.
And in fact, when I like approach anyone with a clipboard, I get like this sense of dread.
Yes. I think we all do.
Yeah, I think it's pretty universal. Yeah. And I think like, what are they? Why?
It's even worse than someone panhandling. You've somehow like that. You've worked through the guilt of that years ago.
Yes.
And they want something. This is like they want a good change, whether or not I agree with their.
Right. They want change for the world.
But then they're out there like volunteering.
I know.
And
they don't, all it would take is just a few minutes of conversation in my signature.
Yeah. But I've read some of those things. I'm like, I'm actually not aligned with this. That's happened to me.
But they know they're smart. They're very smart because they know what to say, right? They'll say, do
you want reproductive rights?
Exactly.
Sign this non-toxin apple. Yeah.
Do you believe in trans rights? That's a big one where I'm like, yes, but I don't want to talk to you. Like, it's like, it gets.
Yeah.
And so my normal method is just to like, I just say sorry and I just keep walking with my head down.
Yeah.
I say sorry, honestly, with a little bit of like anger. Irritability. And Callie taught me, she said, I think a good way to do it is to say, not today, but thank you, and keep going. And I was like, that's polite. It also says, I will. Just not today.
Yeah. And then,
and thank you for
really
your service.
So then you can't go back there if you've used that method. It can't be a place you visit every day.
Well, you think they're going to be there every day?
Yeah. Like if you are going grocery shopping, great. That's once a week.
Yeah.
But your normal Starbucks, you can't say next time because you'll see them the next day.
They're outside Maru a lot.
Oh.
And
I know.
I've walked like 4 blocks out of the way to avoid
See?
walking past them.
They're preying on the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I practice. Okay, she taught me that. I was like, that's good. I'm going to start adopting that because I don't like the way it feels when I say sorry.
Right.
So a couple days later, I was on Larchmont. Of course, there's clipboarders.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what they were trying to get me to do, but I said, not today, thank you. I got a little tripped up because he said, I like your pants.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, thank you. And then he got,
yes, yeah.
and then he came in again and I was like, oh, not today. But I'd already said it. So that one wasn't
tricks.
great.
Yeah,
that one wasn't great. That was my first attempt.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Friday, this past Friday, you're going to hate this. Yeah, on my day off, I decided to go shopping, obviously. And on Sycamore. And so I was walking, I see some clipboarders, but I don't know. They're actually not holding a clipboard this time, but they have like some sort of setup, you know?
Yeah. A kiosk.
Kind of makeshift something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, okay, not today, thanks. Like I practiced in my head.
Yeah.
And then I went up, I started to walk past and they said, something like, do you like the earth or
do you like breathing fresh air?
Yeah. Or do you care about the environment? Or maybe it was like, do you want to protect something? It wasn't actually that mean or, that aggressive.
Okay.
And I said, no, not today. No. And then I got anxious. And so then I started walking really fast. And then the woman, it was a woman and a man. And the woman said, are you?
Oh, no.
I know.
Yeah. Wow. Uh-huh.
She said, are you Monica? And I said, oh, yeah, I am. And I'm still walking. I mean, this is a nightmare.
Yeah. Now you want to start running.
And my pace is picking up. And I was like, yeah, oh, yeah, I am. And she was like, oh, my God, I'm a huge fan. And I'm walking still.
Okay, yeah.
I can't stop.
Yes.
That's worse, right? It's worse if I'm like, oh, you're a fan. I guess I will come over and chit chat with you about the earth. Like,
right. Oof. Yeah. This is
a really big pickle.
Too. Yeah.
So yeah, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. And I meant that. I'm very grateful that this very nice person I'm going shopping and this person's spending her day for the earth.
Yeah.
And she is a fan of us. It's like, this feels like opposite
just you,
world.
Really, make it even
I'm
worse.
sure she's a fan of you.
Gets through of me to.
Well, now we probably lost her.
Oh God, Monica, you should have signed. Just signed.
Fuck. I didn't have to. Oh yeah. This was actually a part of it. I had parked on the street where it was going to start towing in 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. So you got a time clock.
I was on a clock and I hadn't even gotten to the store yet.
Oh, yeah. You didn't have time to get political or you didn't have time to be an activist that day.
I didn't.
Yeah.
It was a shopping day. It was my free day.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
I just say very happy. I'm not sorry.
Right.
I just go, oh, no, thanks.
Like literally outside of Skylight Books, they say, do you care about the children in Palestine?
Oh, boy.
It's so like saying no, thank you.
Yeah.
You've said no. It feels like bad energy.
Yeah, right.
And that's why I just say sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm a bad person.
Yeah, that's the kind
I'm a bad person.
That's the subtext.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Well, I hope they clean that up. That's soliciting. All these places have signs that say no.
Do you think I should start my own? That's to get these clipboarders gone.
Oh, wow. That would be ironic.
Yeah.
A petition to get rid of a measure, state measure to get rid of. You can't hold the clipboard.
I feel bad. They're doing such, they're good people. Like I recognize that, but I just don't, I think honestly, I feel pessimistic that signing this thing is going to do anything for the children in Palestine.
Yeah.
I what I want to say is like, I already support them. I've already given money. I've already done my part on both sides. So don't come over here. Also, you clipboarders over here. I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
Signing this to me means nothing. And all you've done is make me so mad. At this cause now. Now I'm mad at your cause.
Right. Now I don't like any of the kids of the world.
I hate the children of the world now.
I'm glad I'm not getting that much clipboard traffic, thank goodness.
You don't walk very much.
It does make me remember, though, in the airport back when you could go through security without a plane ticket, pre 9/11, there were all kinds of people working the airport. And there is a whole legion of people that come up and they would hand you a little piece of paper. And you look at it, maybe it was lightly like a present, like it was a tiny little trinket. And then you'd open up and it would say like, I'm deaf and mute. They're working. They used to work LAX hard. And I remember being like, maybe Chris and I there, and like someone's coming up with a little trinket. And I'm like, don't take it. Don't take the trinket. Don't.
Yeah.
Because that one feels like also, you're going to get a hex or what do you call it?
Exactly. A spell on you.
You might get a spell on you if you take the trinket, you've touched it, and then you don't give them money.
I know. Is that our generation? We like saw some movie or something that taught us about spells or
Slimmer or something. That's a thinner, right? Is that it? It's not Spielberg, but
I don't know who it is, but Jess talks about thinner all the time.
Stephen King.
Right.
He gets a, what do you call it? It's not a hex.
No, a scary man will touch you and say thinner. Yeah. And then you like get really thin and you disappear.
Yep.
Curse.
A curse. Yeah, that's so funny that you bring that. I've never seen it and I had never heard of it. But one time, remember I was at, again, because I walk so much.
Yeah.
I was at a stop light ready to cross. An unhoused person touched me.
Right, I remember this.
Back,
yes, because kind of caressed your back.
Yeah, and it was really creepy and I really didn't like it. And then when I told Jess, he said, thinner?
Oh, okay. So that was your big update.
That was a big update of mine, yeah.
The clipboards.
Yeah.
I like it. It was a good one. But you told me you had an update. I just wanted to make sure that I got
I do have another update.
You have another update?
Well, but do you want to tell me any of your updates?
Let me see if I wrote anything down in my fact check category. Oh, I've actually formed I encourage you to do this. I made a notes folder called Bucket List. Oh. I've never actually had a bucket list. Have you ever actually written down a bucket list?
No.
But I thought it was a good idea, so I've done
what's on it?
Isle of Man. That's a motorcycle race on the Isle of Man. It's crazy.
The one you taught us about here. You said people die.
Yeah, every year someone dies. I got to go to that. That Iowa bicycle ride that you cross Iowa.
On. Do you need to be in it or can you just go?
I'll probably there's a day before the race, maybe Saturday or Friday, where you can ride the course.
Okay.
It has a crazy name, but I would like to ride the course and then spectate for the madness.
Okay.
The bicycle ride across Iowa.
Okay.
That sounds so fun.
Great.
And then the Great Loop on a boat, which I've talked about before.
Of course.
6,000 mile.
Of course, all of yours are
transportation oriented.
Yeah.
King of Conveyance.
King of Conveyance.
The King of Conveyance. Oh, no, I haven't written anything down.
Okay. Well, yesterday, I relearned Mahjong. Rachel, Anthony, Allison, and I used to play Mahjong a lot.
Okay.
Way back in the day. And now it's like hip. Like everyone's playing Mahjong.
Yeah, I think Kristen went to like a Mahjong learning day at a friend's house.
Kristen's been to a Mahjong thing.
And there's different countries of origin versions of Mahjong.
Yeah, right? American Mahjong is the one that like Jewish women play.
All right.
And that's the one that's taken off.
But there's an Asian
Chinese
one too.
It's originally Chinese, Mahjong is, but this is different. And it's so fun. But I completely forgot how to play. But I felt like annoyed that it was back in vogue.
Right.
And I was pre.
Yeah.
So
is it more complicated than spades?
It's so complicated.
It's so complicated.
But in such a fun way. I think you'll like it.
Oh,
I think
really?
you should learn. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's parts you're not going to like because there's a lot of pomp and circumstance.
A lot of pageantry.
Yes. There's a whole way of like the way you set up and then you like push your wall out and then the way you deal is very specific. And then you do this thing called the Charleston, which is a way of passing. And yes. And then you have a booklet. It's a new one every year. The National Mahjong League puts out a new card every year.
Oh, wow.
And so each card has like many, many lines of variations of what you're basically trying to make on your board.
Wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's so fun. And it was
Can you play with tiles?
tiles.
Tiles.
And obviously I bought a set.
Yeah, real nice set.
Yeah, but actually mine's a little cheeky. Like
playful?
yeah, the winds have winds are a part one suit-ish of the tiles. Mine have mermaids on them.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So anyway, I was really reinvigorated by it. I didn't win. We played 2 games and I did not win. So
That was hard.
that is not sitting well.
Yeah.
Rachel grew up playing Mahjong. She's been playing for 27 years.
Right. There's like the girls in spades. They'll be unstoppable.
Exactly. And her mom plays in tournaments and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And so she's the one that taught me, and then she taught us yesterday, which was really fun. But also what I think I want to do, I feel bad because Amy listens to this show religiously. Shout out. Hi, Amy.
Hanson.
Amy was there last night as part of the learning group. But
Who hosted the learning group?
Me.
Oh.
I did. It was just Laura and Amy and Rachel.
Oh, okay.
And then I think what I'm going to do to get ahead is have another group.
Oh, an accelerated group?
No, just so that I'm playing double.
Okay.
And with Elizabeth as the teacher. So just in case Rachel and Elizabeth have different techniques, I want it all.
Okay. You're committed to getting really good at it.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I guess I should learn. I'm in the process of learning bridge, which our lessons are like every 2 months and we all forget.
Who's teaching?
This nice gentleman.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a professional bridge player and teacher. Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. But we forget because we've only done 2 or 3 lessons and they over 6 months.
That's not good.
Yeah, I got to hit it much harder than that.
Anyway, that's my update.
Oh, wonderful.
That's my big update. Okay. This is for Dove.
Ah.
Great episode.
What a lovely episode.
Beautiful episode.
Yeah. I love her.
Love her.
I love him.
For people who don't remember, that was
Seth's daughter.
Yeah. Seth Green's daughter.
Seth Green's beautiful. Beautiful doesn't even describe it. She's
sparkly as hell.
She's a fairy.
Yeah.
She's like Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
But with red hair. I don't know what color hair Tinkerbell had. Probably blonde.
Probably.
I like to put those sprites and those fairies, make them blonde.
Exactly.
Perpetuate.
That blondes have more fun because they're fairies.
They make wishes and dreams come true.
Ugh. Okay. Bloomers.
Where
do they originate? The bloomer, the Turkish dress, the American dress. Oh, this is kind of a ding 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 to Mahjong.
It is,
multiple locations. Or simply a reform dress are divided women's garments for the lower body. They were developed in the 19th century as a healthful and comfortable alternative to the heavy, constricting dresses worn by American women. They take their name from their best-known advocate, the women's rights activist Amelia Bloomer.
Now, is it just a skirt or there's pants in it? There's legs.
There's legs.
It's like not a skirt.
Bloomer is like...
Shorts?
Yeah.
Okay.
The name bloomers was derogatory and was not used by the women who wore them, who referred to their clothes as the reform costume or the American dress. The bloomer costume caught on among some white middle-class women who sought, quote, dress reform as an integral part of the fight for women's equality in the mid-1800s. So that's cool.
My thing would be back then you didn't have washing machines. You're still hand washing everything. The notion of splitting up the dress into two pieces sounds smart, because what if the top got dirty but not the bottom, or vice versa?
Interesting.
You sat in a little something, you could just wash the bottom,
Yeah.
but the top remained clean.
True.
It seems like it would cut laundry down.
That's true. What did they use? Just regular soap?
Lye,
Ew.
I think,
Oh my God.
which is also what you can decompose a body with.
Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, you put a body in a barrel.
Don't
you
teach
pack it
people
full
how
of
to
lye,
do that. Don't teach.
And then you open it up in a couple hours, and it's just Jello.
Ew.
No, I don't know what it is.
Oh
but-
my God. Ugh. That was so, I saw it. I saw it.
You saw
A Jello body.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Does having lots of drinks around you mean you have ADHD? No, not necessarily.
It doesn't.
It could be the result of many things: a busy lifestyle, forgetfulness unrelated to ADHD, or simply a preference for having multiple options available. Okay, the gooey duck, which she brought up, they gooey duck hunt or whatever, gather. Rob, can you bring up the pic? It's a wild looking, disgusting clam.
Would you eat it?
No.
Having seen a photo?
No. And I like seafood, but
Not this seafood.
Native to the coastal waters of the eastern North Pacific Ocean, from Alaska to Baja, California.
Teeming with.
Oh my God. Typical lifespan of 140 years.
Oh my God. You could be eating an animal that's 130 years old?
Oh, that feels unethical.
It does.
Ew.
Ew, gross. It looks like a
looks
white
like a
elephant penis. Yeah.
Yeah, it really looks disgusting.
I don't understand, for the listener, the clamshell only covers about 33% of this thing's body. I don't even understand.
Ew.
Oh my God, that's so phallic. And the shell looks like balls in this photo.
Exactly.
This looks like a cowboy.
It's
Ball sack cowboy.
very penisy.
Oh boy, I can't imagine eating this. It's so good for everyone who eats it. And then what's inside a big ball?
Well,
Look at
that's
that,
the clammy
big nut.
part, I think. That's the gooey.
Yeah, it looks like the skin is peeled off. That's that bottom part.
Oh, revealing all that tender, delicious.
It's that
gooey
one's
duck.
uncut.
And it's called a gooey duck.
Or that one's cut. Sorry.
Oh.
Excuse me. That one's circumcised.
Oh man, God bless.
Yeah.
What do you put on that thing? Fucking wasabi or something to kill the...
I mean, if it's clams, I guess you boil them maybe.
And
Oh
then
my God.
slice it into tiny
Ew.
chunks.
Yeah, you blanch or boil it, and then you enjoy it raw or sashimi, or cook it in various ways, like stir frying.
Anyone putting it on a hot dog bun? Eating it like a tube steak?
Wait, this says the shaft can
Oh boy.
can be 1 meter, 3 feet.
Oh, definitely elephant size.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the largest burrowing clam in the world. And as we said, one of the longest living animals of any type.
Wow.
Oldest has been recorded at 179 years old.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I feel like it's not good to eat these. You could be cutting
Well, what's
off.
better, to eat an animal that had a 150-year life, or to eat one that has
Wow.
only got a year and then you rob half of it?
Huh.
Probably the former. We'd agree if someone was eating humans,
Yeah.
it'd be a lot better if they ate our 100-year-olds than our children.
Fuck. I guess that's true. But you're also, if you ate a 50-year-old gooey duck,
Mm-hmm.
you're cutting off.
mid-century,
Yeah, like you're really prematurely.
robbing it of
100 years.
120 years. Oh boy. Well, we don't have to deal with this because we're not going to eat any gooey duck
Or people.
anytime soon.
Okay, Disney's music label, Disney Music Group is home to Hollywood Records.
Okay.
That was a fact. Queer baiting. Queer baiting is a marketing technique for fiction and entertainment in which creators hint at but do not depict same-sex romance or other LGBTQ plus representation. Or this says harassment, abuse, or targeted provocation of gay people.
Do we want to discuss if I'm queer bait or not?
If you want. Do you think you are? You're not queer bait. It's not like...
That was a derogatory term in elementary school.
Oh.
Queer bait.
Oh, yeah.
Queer bait. It's so weird.
So weird.
Because it's not even, you're just saying you're attractive to queers.
Yeah, but back then, anything having to do with...
Yeah, anything
gay.
Adjacent to gay was...
Remember when Gap had... Do you remember this? And maybe that was just my gen. For a while, like wearing Gap, Gap stood for gay and proud.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, so it's like you weren't like if you wore that, people would say gay and proud.
Boy, how as a company do you like
combat that?
Include everyone and also go, we're not a strictly gay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that was before. Now, isn't that so funny? Just not an issue.
Right.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Speaking of, real quick, what I am noticing, maybe we already talked about this. If we did, I'm really sorry. But it's so funny to me watching ER, what was so important back then. And what was like top of mind fear-wise.
Yeah, what was going on? AIDS. There
are so many episodes about AIDS.
Really?
So many storylines.
Yeah.
Che, this 4-year-old boy died of AIDS.
Oh,
it was horrible. He was so cute.
There's a very famous clip of Walker, Texas Ranger, the Chuck Norris show. You didn't see it, but you know exactly what it is.
Okay.
And I want to say it's Haley Joel Osment is the guest star. He's a little kid.
Okay.
And it's this clip that goes around my Instagram all the time. And it's Walker and he's with the little Haley Joel Osment. And they're talking to other men. And Haley goes, yeah. And then Walker and I really had a long talk. And that's when I told him I have AIDS. It's like, how dare they? How dare they make this scene? It's like 4 cowboys. Like, I don't know.
Wow. I mean, good for them for trying
do we have it? Oh my God, Rob, you're incredible. We're becoming a clip show and I like it. Are we going to have volume is the question.
Oh, there's a woman involved.
Or maybe I misremembered who he's talking to.
It makes sense if it was a woman.
You a little partner? Fine. And it's a little visitor now. Attaboyoli is how you say it in Cherokee. Oh, well, pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Oh my God.
Walker told me I had AIDS.
Oh,
well, even better. Walker told me I have AIDS.
Oh my God.
How on earth did that fall under Walker's purview?
It was a big non sequitur.
I'll say. They were like talking about Cherokee and the boys picked up some other language. And then Walker told me I have AIDS. What if he just guessed? They're not based on any lab results.
Oh my God.
Little man, I think you have AIDS, just judging from the way you walk. And
what year was that? 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah, 90s. 90s was a really big time for
people
AIDS.
That are, I think I'm imagining Gen Z and stuff. Like when I was in 11th grade or 10th grade, turned 16, Magic came out.
Yeah.
As having AIDS.
Yes.
Or HIV.
Yeah, HIV.
And a book. And it was, oh my God, he's going to die. And
I know.
Everyone's going to die that gets it.
Yes.
It's so different.
So different. I mean, do kids even know about AIDS now?
My kids don't ever bring up
I doubt
AIDS.
they know. But I mean, I was so scared of AIDS. It was in my prayer.
It was.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't do any of the things.
I didn't know. I just knew it was a scary thing. Right. So part of it was no cancer or AIDS.
Yeah. I remember on the other end reading a article that said of the population in New York that had HIV, 92% were either gay men or intravenous drug users.
Right.
So I used that to regulate my fear of it. Because I was out on the scene. You were an
intravenous drug user?
No, I was never an intravenous drug user.
You never did?
I never shot any heroin, no. Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I really
might not have come back from that.
Yeah.
No intravenous drug use for me.
Thank
Lots
God.
of sharing dollar bills with blood on them. Hepatitis was in the cards for me, but not.
God.
I guess
you could have got.
HIV.
Yeah, you could have got HIV.
I guess
from
it's
that.
really unstable though. It dies when it hits the air pretty easy, like way easier than we were led to believe at the beginning. But yeah, because I would have sex with someone, not wear a rubber.
Yeah.
And I'd be convinced I had HIV for 2 weeks.
Sure.
And then I'd go get tested and I didn't.
Yeah.
And at some point I had to get my hands around this fear.
Yeah.
And I based it a lot on that article.
I mean, yeah. And for a while, remember, there were like rumors you could just get it from drinking out of someone's glass.
At the very beginning, they didn't want kids in pools with it. Yeah.
So bad.
I know.
And then this huge stigma. I mean, definitely did not help with gay stigma.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Big AIDS, you know? I don't think he'd mind me saying it. I know I told you, but I think so. On one of the episodes, there was a young man who had hiccups. And
yes. And you saw it was a side effect of HIV.
Yeah. He had hiccups and then it was really fine. It was nonchalant. It was nothing. It was silly. He was getting married to his fiance. She was there too. Everything was fine.
This was an ER episode?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
And then they just do a scan it's fine, but we're going to just do a scan. And then there was some thing, like some lung thing or liver, something that meant he had AIDS.
Oh.
And Jess has this hiccup issue.
Yes, he does.
And so I saw this and I really was like.
Did you call him immediately?
Well, it was at night and I thought I need to sleep on it because I think this is going to be a hard conversation. But I also think.
I've noticed you have hiccups.
I'm like, what if I was meant to watch ER to save Jess?
Right.
And so the next day I did call him. Well, I don't normally call him on the phone.
Yeah.
And
he's probably scared.
Yeah. Well, and he should be. He said, hey, this isn't a big deal, but I was watching this episode of ER and this happened and it was AIDS. And then he just was quiet. And then he said, I get tested. I said, okay, well, just make sure you're continuing to get tested.
Right. Monitor those hiccups.
Anyhow, are you queer baiting or what?
We have talked about that I flirt with men and women.
Yeah, you flirt with everyone.
That's right. But I don't think I'm queer baiting.
I don't
think
either, but
flirting.
I'm not the recipient, so I can't say.
Right.
Maybe some people might say that you were.
Yeah. Stop flirting with me unless you want to seal the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want to seal the deal. I just want to flirt.
I know. But it's like, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you lost that right when you got married.
I don't know. I don't think so. Also, it does make me think of a Sedaris chapter we were listening to. This is now the funnest thing. I think I told you. We now listen to Sedaris at night in bed.
Wow.
And he's talking about every doctor he knows has pulled things out of people's rectum.
Uh-huh.
As we've learned from the nurses we've interviewed.
Yep.
And he says, most people claim it's from falling down on something. Now, I'm clumsy and I've fallen a bunch of times and I've never stood up and had a candle in my ass. In fact, I'd argue that I could probably fall down every flight of stairs in the World Trade Center holding 3 candles and a baseball bat. And I'm pretty sure at the bottom I wouldn't have any of those items up my ass.
That is very funny.
He words it so much better. But
God, he's funny.
Oh, is he funny?
He's brilliant. All right. Well, that's it for
big
Dove.
shout out to Dove.
Yeah.
That was an awesome episode.
It really
I liked it so much.
Me too. I hope everyone listens. And if you listen, pass it on.
Pass it along. Forward it. This would be a fun one to watch on YouTube if you want to see me cry.
Sure.
Yeah. That's your kink. If you're like Monica.
Yeah, true.
You like a nice cry. All right. Love you.
Love you.